Side of this car that should interest you. It's what's gone on the inside. This is the ultimate car, and I mean the ultimate car for the chauffeur-driven company executive, company chairman. The fact that the thing is called the Enterprise CEO, Chief Executive Officer, maybe, I think that says it all. It's the sort of car that, you know, well, even prime ministers and presidents might want to travel in. Now, you might think that's a bit over the top because surely they'd want us to travel in the style of a Mercedes or Jaguar, but it's not so much the name of this car or the technical abilities of the car, it's the creature comforts. For example, we have here a little, what looks like just a simple armrest. Of course, your mobile phone goes in there. Got a socket there where you can plug your mobile phone in, all sorts of air conditioning controls down here. But most important of all, we've got seat adjustments here. We've got a temperature control, we've got vent control, we've got a little digital readout telling us what radio station we're listening to. We've got an on-off switch. Your chauffeur's got something on the radio you don't like, you can actually just switch the thing off or change it. You can even watch the television from back here. As I'm sitting here, although the TV is right there in the centre console, I can see it quite clearly. But this is the best bit. This seat, apart from being fully adjustable so you can adjust the rake and all sorts of other things on the seat, actually has a built-in vibration system which gives you a back massage as you're driving along. There's also these lovely little lights up here, so if you're reading or whatever on your way home from the board meeting or the government meeting, you've got everything you need. Of course, the obligatory drinks holders there for the G&T on the way home. Who needs a Rolls Royce? But how about that? There can't be another car in the world that offers a hole in the passenger seat, the front passenger seat, where the rear seat passenger, the most important rear seat passenger, can put his feet through. It's got this nice leg rest here, so you've got some sort of lumbar support. You've got your vibrating seat for your butt, and I've got to tell you, this must be the most comfortable ride in the world.
Join us after the break for a full review of the Vauxhall Astra, only on Motor Week.
Thursdays on Man & Motors is Cars Night. Motor Week has all the latest models.
Seems like an awful lot of money to me.
Tried, tested and coveted. Four Wheels Good covers the classics from the humble to the truly exotic. And it's a must for those who like to get their hands oily.
Come on, let's try it.
If dirt and speed are your passion, then the rally world's bursting with action. Cars Night, full throttle entertainment. Thursdays from 11 on Men & Motors.
Meet new friends right now. Call 0640 60 70 70. Make a date or find a new partner. Call 0640 60 70 70. With thousands of genuine callers, there must be someone just for you. Meet them now on 0640 60 70 70.
Quick Day! 0839 20 30 90. 0839 20 30 90. Quick Day!
Ooh, are you the Frog Prince?
Well, yep.
And I suppose you want to kiss. Mwah.
Rather have a Red Bull, liquid stimulation for body and mind.
Oh, all right, so long as you turn into a prince. Cool, you really are handsome, aren't you? Wait, where are you going?
Hey, I gotta see if I can find any other princesses around. Red Bull gives you wings.
Wait, where am I going to find another frog at this time on a Friday night?
I think it's a touch of action stations, don't you?
On Saturday, you don't just get one all-action episode of The Professionals, you get two.
Too slow, gentlemen, too slow.
Twice as much crime-fighting dynamism from Bodie and Doyle of CI5.
So what are you waiting for? Printed invitation?
Get into The Professionals, Saturday at 3 on Granada Plus.
It's been announced that the Daihatsu Sirion, launched at Geneva, will reach Britain in June. The Syrian, the production version of the NCX concept car we first saw at Frankfurt and Tokyo last year, will have a 1-litre engine and a claimed 60 miles per gallon. The RAC have published figures that point to 46% of front seat fatalities in car accidents are caused by rear seat passengers not wearing seat belts. Only 49% of adults bother to wear seat belts in the back of cars, even though it is a legal requirement. During a frontal impact, these passengers are thrown forward into those in the front, causing serious injuries or death. The RAC have launched a 10 seconds campaign. As the slogan suggests, taking 10 seconds to buckle up can save lives.
Now, this is going to be a big year for Vauxhall. It has to be with the launch of the new Astra. General Motors chairman Jack Smith has already admitted that he's taken his eye off the ball in terms of the European market, so the Astra really is a crucial car for them. We got our first look at it about a year ago, and now we get a chance to see it in the flesh and to drive it here in Austria. And this is it. What do you think of it? I quite like the look of it. Maybe it looks like a mini Vectra, but it has a new chassis, new floor pan, new suspension and a new interior. It is an all-new car.
Now, the Focus is still some months away. VW are having problems delivering the Golf, so perhaps this is Vauxhall's big opportunity to get the Astra selling in the marketplace.
Now, on the outside, I like the design. All the panels seem to fit very well, and quality has certainly been paramount in the making of this new car. It has a butch, slightly aggressive stance to it, but still unmistakably an Astra. It'll come in a choice of 3-door, a 5-door, there's an Estate, and a mini MPV a la the Renault Scenic. They're calling it the Zafira, should be with us in about a year's time.
There are 4 petrol engines, a 1.2, 1.4, a 1.6 and a 1.8, plus 2 diesels, a 1.7 and a 2-litre. And also to follow quite shortly will be 2 hot versions, one perhaps even carrying the Lotus badge, due respect to the work that Lotus engineers have put into the handling of the new Astra. Plus there'll be a cabriolet even further down the line. It wouldn't have taken much to make the Astra handle, ride and steer better, plus the ability to stop quickly rather than at its previous leisurely pace. Now, the platform is totally new and will enable the Astra to come in a variety of body styles over the years to come. It has a Hydroform aluminium subframe on which the front suspension is mounted, the coil springs, struts, dampers and anti-roll bar. Plus, the body shell is 80% stiffer than before, which meant that the engineers could do away with a rear anti-roll bar.
So, the exterior of the new Astra we like, but step inside the cabin and the interior and be positively underwhelmed. Well, it's not quite as bad as all that. Some of the early reports on this car were positively scathing about the interior, but we're not so sure. It's not very inspiring, but everything is good and solid. All the switchgear seems to work well and feels good. The seats are comfortable, there's plenty of space. There's some rather garish seat designs, which I wouldn't choose, but you might want them. And also, maybe it's just lacking in that certain je ne sais quoi. It needs a bit of spice. So much time was spent on the exterior that maybe the interior was forgotten about. Now, this new Astra drives and handles like what it is, a new car of course. This 1.8 that I'm driving at the moment is a very free revving car. You put your foot down and it goes quite quickly, goes very nicely, handles well. And General Motors went right back to the drawing board with a fresh piece of paper for this car. That meant a new chassis, new floor pan, revised engines and a new suspension as well, which was tuned in the end by their colleagues at Lotus, with particular preference made to the British style of roads. And certainly the new Astra handles and drives like no Vauxhall before. Now, the market sector that the new Astra is in is surely one of the most competitive. There's the Peugeot 306, the Citroën Zara, and of course now VW's new Golf. There's the Escort and its replacement, the Focus. Now, probably up until a